Hi, I'm Marriage Coach Lynn. Welcome to Let's Get Personal. These episodes are created when viewers send in a question and I give a response. So today's question is, people talk about being best friends with their spouse. I don't admit it, but I'm not best friends with my spouse. Is there anything wrong with that? Thank you for the honest question. It seems like there's pressure nowadays, or a cultural expectation that you married your best friend. We're best friends. My husband and I are best friends. My wife and I are best friends. And I think some of us want to fool ourselves that we are best friends with our partner. Some of us give off the illusion that that's the case. Some of us actually are best friends. So number one, I don't want you to feel pressured into having to define what is a best friend. Can you have several best friends? Why do we have girlfriends? We have girlfriends because sometimes we can just let loose, have fun, and do some things with other women that we maybe can't have as much fun with our spouse. Same is true with the guys. Sometimes there are guy things that guys like to do, and there's nothing wrong with it. Where there is a problem is when you first got married and you felt a close friendship, and let's just say over time you feel you've drifted apart and you have used other people as a replacement for what you wish you had with your spouse. So that is where we run into some problem, and I know that those of you in that situation will sense that and will need to address that. And the other thing is, we should not put so much pressure on one person to be our best friend in every arena, to be compatible, to have the same exact interest, to do things together. And it's okay to be opposites, to not have many compatible interests in common. That's fine. If you are close in the deep values and in your journey towards a better life and raising your family, yet maybe you have different interests. One of you likes golfing, one of you likes swimming, one of you likes photography in the spare time, another likes to watch movies. So there's many interests, and your interests will change over time, and maybe your level of compatibility will change over time. So you don't need to be best friends with your spouse. You definitely need to be friends with your spouse. And what is involved in friendship? Friendship is sharing your heart and soul. It's where you care about somebody and they care about you. You have fun together, but you don't always have to have fun together. You don't always have to have the best entertainment and date nights going on the weekends. So this idea of best friend is, I think, a little bit pressuring. Also about friendship is you want to, if you can, form couple friendships. This is wonderful boost to a marriage and is quite treasured and quite valuable. This is where the four of you get along. One married couple with another couple, married or unmarried. And if the four of you get along, you can have some really good times together. There are times where maybe you just don't want to be alone with your spouse. Let's say you're going on a cruise vacation and you'd love to invite maybe 2 or 3 other couple friends. That's great. Sometimes we might get tired of being with our spouse if we're with them a lot. We might get bored. It boosts to have other people's personalities in the mix if you go on a vacation. So really, what is your happiness level? What is your level of content? I hope that you're friends with your spouse, but you don't necessarily have to be best friends. A red flag should go up if you're sharing so much personal hurt and joy with somebody else other than your spouse. Why is it that you don't feel you can share with your spouse? So thank you for the question, and until next time, make your marriage great.